about July of last year and went in to go see the doctor to find out what's going on. And they put her on antibiotics. They thought she just had an infection. And she kept on antibiotics for months and months and months. Finally, I think it was about October of last year, she had enough and wanted a second opinion. So she went to see another doctor. And this doctor said, okay, we want to do a scope and find out what's going on. Says, you got something wrong with your guts. We don't know what it is. They brought her over there to this place in Bloomington, and when they did the test on her, they couldn't even get the scope to go in because it kept hitting something really solid. Made her in extreme pain. So they told her you need to go to your standard doctor and go get a colonoscopy done, find out, what's this blockage is. That's beyond their expertise. Scheduled that, had a colonoscopy done, which his colonoscopy tool could not get past that mass. But because they already shot the error and started the procedure, it caused something else to go wrong, and 2 days later she was back in the ER on death's door. So after being transferred to Carle Hospital, and they did an emergency surgery that night, they found out that the section between the small and large intestine ruptured from that colonoscopy. It was already dead. And among getting in there, they found out that her inner intestinal wall was all riddled with stage 4 cancer. They had to do a couple other surgeries to try and keep her going, and put a colonoscopy bag from the small intestine, did some biopsies, and found out, that tumor mass was cancer, and that she had cancer all throughout her intestines, intestinal wall, and it had gone unnoticed this long. So they said there's not really much else we can do. We can start the chemotherapy if she'll come out of it, but at that point she was so weak that a few days later she passed away. And they said even if with the chemotherapy she would have only made it another 6 months maybe.